Welcome. You arrive in the space of your own stillness. Feel the ground beneath you, the subtle pressure of the earth meeting skin. Notice where your body touches what supports it, the weight of your sit bones, the soft hollow behind your knees, your hands resting like leaves on your lap or by your side. There's a warmth that radiates from your core and meets the coolness of the air around you as you become aware of this simple relationship, body and ground, warmth and coolness. The world begins to slow. Listen. Somewhere behind the hum of the daily thought is the quiet murmur of your breath. Each inhalation gently expands the ribs. A wave of subtle pressure reaching up toward your shoulders, down into your belly. Each exhale softens, releases, and spills you further into presence. Inhale through the nose for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. Exhale softly through the mouth for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a rhythm here, older than any story you've ever told yourself. Honor it by noticing it now. Imagine that in the space between your eyebrows, there's a point of soft light. As you breathe, that light travels along the length of your spine, like a whisper down an ancient riverbed. It pauses in the chest, warms the heart, then settles in the belly before it returns upward. Let your awareness travel with this light, mapping out the body's inner landscape. There's no rush. You have nowhere to be but here. Let each breath be an invitation to soften your jaw, relax your tongue, release the need to know what will happen next. Allow a sense of safety to grow, not by banishing discomfort, but by acknowledging the truth of what is here, right now. In the landscape of your mind, a path unfolds. It begins at the edge of the forest, where the canopy bends low with the weight of the morning mist. The trees are tall, ancient. You find yourself walking barefoot along this path, feeling the cool earth yield beneath your weight. Above you, birdsong carries like a prayer. Beneath you, roots weave a network of intelligence invisible to the eye. As you walk, the path narrows and the forest thickens. Shafts of sunlight pierce the canopy, illuminating particles of dust that dance in the air. You notice your breath matching the rhythm of your steps. Each inhalation draws in the scent of pine and damp soil. Each exhale leaves a trace of warmth behind. You arrive at a clearing. In the center stands a stone doorway, ancient and weathered, carved with symbols you have never seen but somehow recognize. The stone is warm to touch. The doorway leads into darkness, a cavern mouth that breathes cool air towards you. There is a sense that this threshold is both invitation and challenge. Part of you hesitates. Part of you longs to step through. Standing before the stone entrance, you notice your body's response. A subtle tightening in the shoulders, a quickening of the heart, a flutter low in the belly. There's an inner voice that says, "Turn back." There's another that whispers, "This is why you're here." You feel both. You allow them to coexist. Notice how the breath still moves even here. You place a hand on your heart and feel its steady beat. You place a hand on your belly and feel the breath continue. In this moment, you realize that resilience is not about overriding your fear, but about inviting it to speak. With a slow, deliberate breath, you step through the doorway. The darkness inside is thick at first, a blanket of night that covers you. But as your eyes adjust, you begin to see faint glimmers on the walls, crystals embedded in stone, catching the light that emanates from deep within the cavern. Each glimmer pauses gently, as if breathing with you. The ground beneath your feet is uneven but solid. There's a sound of dripping water somewhere deeper in, a rhythm as ancient as the cave itself. As you move deeper, the space begins to widen. The air grows cooler, the ceiling higher. In the distance, you see a flicker of firelight. You move toward it, drawn by a sense of presence. As you approach, you see that it's not a flame on wood, but a living ember at the heart of a figure sitting cross-legged on a smooth stone. Their eyes are closed. Their face is serene. Their body emanates a soft heat that warms the cavern air. This is the warrior. The warrior opens their eyes as you arrive. Their gaze is steady and kind, like looking into a calm lake that reflects both sky and shadow. You sense no aggression in them, yet their presence radiates strength. Without words, they invite you to sit. You do, feeling the smooth, cold stone beneath you. The amber within the warrior pulses with each of their breaths, and you feel its warmth reach you as well, like sitting near a fire on a winter's night. After a time, the warrior speaks, though their lips barely move. You have come here because something calls you forward, they say. You have stood at many thresholds. Tell me, what does your body feel when you meet challenge? You sense that this question is not seeking a clever answer, but a felt truth. You close your eyes and let your awareness settle into the sensation that arises when you think of challenge. Perhaps you feel tension in the gut or a clenching in the jaw. Perhaps you notice a heart rising into your chest or a weight in your limbs. Without judging, you simply witness. You allow these sensations to speak without words. When you open your eyes, the warrior is still waiting, their gaze unwavering. Fear, anger, numbness, urgency, they say softly. These are not enemies, they are messengers. Your mind tells stories about danger. Your body prepares to run, to fight, to freeze, to please. This is not wrong. This is how your ancestors survived. They lean in slightly, but you are not only your fear response. You are not only the story your mind offers you when you meet resistance. In every challenge, there's a deeper invitation, not to harden, but to listen, not to run, but to stand and breathe. As they speak, you notice your breathing deepen. It is as if their words are less sound and more vibration, resonating with something inside you that remembers what it means to trust. The warrior closes their eyes again and places their hand over their heart. When you meet what feels impossible, they continue, ask your body what it needs. Does it need to ground through your feet to feel the ground beneath you? Does it need to soften your tongue to make space for your jaw? Does it need to let tears fall to remind you that water cleanses and reveals? Challenge is not a punishment. It is an initiation. It asks, can you stay with yourself here? The warrior begins to hum, a low tone that reverberates through your bones. It reminds you of the sound of the wind through the pine branches, of waves against rocks. The hum is not melody, but medicine. With each breath you take, you feel the vibration move through you, loosening something that has been clenched, releasing something that you've been holding. The sound ripples outward through the cavern walls, through your skin, through time itself. It touches the younger self you met before, the one who trembled at the edge of the unknown. You feel that part of you begin to exhale, not in words, but in relief. A warmth spreads through your chest. It is quiet, steady, and alive. The warmth of truth being remembered rather than learned. In your mind, the stone doorway appears again. You see yourself on the other side, the path behind now lit by faint trails of light. The warrior's voice rises within the hum, neither loud nor soft, but certain. Resilience is not the absence of fear, they say. It is the presence of awareness, the willingness to breathe where once you would have braced. They extend their hand toward you. In their palm lies a small stone, smooth and warm. This is yours, they say. It holds the memory of this moment, of your breath meeting resistance, of your heart choosing to open. You reach forward and accept the stone. It feels heavy and light at once, as if it belongs both to this world and another. Inhale through the nose for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2. Exhale softly through the mouth for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You feel its warmth sink into your palm, up your arm, and into your chest. A quiet knowing settles through you that what was once called challenge is simply a doorway, and every doorway leads you deeper into yourself. It is time to leave the cavern. You rise, feeling the firmness of the stone beneath your feet, the quiet strength returning to your legs. The warrior's hum continues behind you, softer now, but still alive, weaving through the air like a memory that will never fade. You bow to the warrior, not in subservience, but in mutual respect. Two flames recognizing the same light. As you turn, the crystals along the walls shimmer brighter. They catch the glow of the amber you now carry, within your chest. Each step towards the doorway feels lighter, steadier, more deliberate. Emerging through the stone archway, you are greeted by a cool breath of the forest. Mist drifts like silk around your skin. The air is alive with the scent of pine and new beginnings. The canopy above you seems higher than before. The earth beneath your feet feels steady and familiar. You begin to walk, each step grounded, each breath aligned. The rhythm of your body and the rhythm of the world have found one another again. You notice the sensations that arise, a flutter, a pulse, a warmth, yet they no longer signal danger. They are simply messages, weather moving across a wide sky. You breathe into them, feeling spaciousness open around every sensation. At the forest's edge, you pause and look back. The doorway is gone, but the knowing remains, carried in your breath. Feel how the body carries memory through sensation, in the hum within your bones, in the stone that rests warm in your palm. You bring awareness back into your body, here and now. Feel the surface that supports you, the gentle weight of gravity, the movement of air against your skin. Listen, the quiet sounds around you are not distractions, but reminders. Each carries the same hum that once filled the cavern, the same pulse that lives in your heartbeat. Take a deeper breath in, feel your ribs expand and your belly soften. Exhale slowly, allowing the ground to receive you more fully. You may wish to gently move fingers, toes, shoulders, spine, re-entering the world with softness. Perhaps place a hand over your heart or belly, honoring the part of you that met challenge and stayed. As your eyes open, the world looks the same, yet something within you has changed. Resilience has become sensation, a warm stone in your palm, a hum in your bones, a breath meeting resistance with presence. Remember, challenge is not punishment, it is initiation. And as you move through life, you awaken the warrior within, not one who fights, but one who feels, who breathes, who stands in awareness. Carry this knowing with you. Let your breath be your ally, your body, your compass, your awareness, your shield. In the face of challenge, return to this cavern, this amber, this hum. The doorway is always open, the warrior always waiting. And within you, there is a wisdom older than any obstacle you will ever meet. The quiet, enduring rhythm of your own resilient, beating heart.